And while I'm on the topic, if y'all so worried about being segregated from everybody else, which what do you want? Because last time I checked, y'all want y'all own everything. Y'all want black shows, black movies, black radio, black music, black neighborhoods, black churches, black grocery stores, black owned restaurants where you got to pay $15 just to sit down at the table, and a 22% gratuity no matter how many people sitting at the table eating, no matter how good or bad the service was. Y'all want all black everything anyway, but then y'all want to cry about segregation. Make it make sense. What do you want? And if you don't want to be segregated, which ain't nobody segregating us, stupids, but if you really were fearful that people were trying to segregate themselves from us, at what point do you turn inward and say, well, what are the reasons why people don't want to be around us? It can't just be because of the color of our skin or because our hair grows up and not down. It can't be the reason. Because most of y'all got wigs on anyway, so they can't even tell that our hair is kinky no more. So it can't be about that. Perhaps it could be about the fact that everywhere we go, we somewhere loud and obnoxious. It might be about the fact that our kids, no matter what school we send them to, our kids seem to be at the bottom of every single school we send them to. Our kids seem to be overrepresented in special education. Our kids seem to be overrepresented in suspensions and expulsions. Perhaps the issue is with the fact that 60-something% of our babies are born out of wedlock. Perhaps there's an issue with the black communities. You look around, you see more liquor stores and check cashing places than banks and grocery stores. And everybody seems to be okay with that because they keep on living there. Somebody's selling the drugs, somebody doing the drugs. I see crackheads and dope fiends all day long. And I also see the ones supplying and serving them. Let's be for real. Somebody's doing the shooting and the killing in the communities. Somebody's doing the making the babies and leaving them. Somebody is failing to teach their kids how to read. Somebody's failing to teach their kids how to articulate themselves, how to behave in public. We have some issues within our community that need to be worked out, but y'all would rather just blame white people for everything and be mad at white people for not wanting to be around us when we actually could straighten some things out ourselves. But y'all just gonna call me a coon and a whatever for trying to tell y'all what to do. And that's exactly why I tapped out. I ran a school. I created this whole school specifically for black kids in the hood, to take them out of the country, to show them something different, to expose them to a better world. And what did their parents do? Tear it up. So I tapped out. I don't even care no more. But me and my black child and my black child's black daddy are going to figure it out. We're going to get it right. Ain't nobody going to subjugate us. Ain't nobody going to feel the need to segregate themselves from us, because we are necessary, we are needed, we are appreciated, we are valued, and we are our authentic black selves the whole time.
Now, if I get hate for this, I'm just going to have to say that I don't care. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't care, because this is what I see. And as a black girl, I'm going to speak on it. I'm sorry. So I hate to put a division between white girls and black girls, but this is what I've experienced yesterday, and this made my eyes open even more. Black girls are not welcoming to their own black girls. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how many good experience you've had. Black girls are not welcoming to other black girls. I went into Costa the other day, and even though this is not the situation that made me see it, but still, I went into Costa the other day, all white workers, They were nice, they had conversations with me, they were polite. I even stayed behind for like 10 minutes talking to one of the girls. I didn't even know her. That's how nice she was. I then left Costa, went to JD Sports to get laces. It was all black girls working on this day, yesterday. Then I went. I said, hi, I've got a little bit of an issue. Her face was pushed. Do you have laces? Like, she didn't even look in my face. Like, she's like, here. Okay, like, you having a bad day. I didn't tell you to work here. You the one that got up and took yourself into here this morning. But okay. So I go to the till. I try again. Hi, you all right? Is the girl even looking in my face? She's like this. Like, let's say I'm here and she's looking here. And her whole body language is attitude. And I'm thinking, like, you've come into work looking like you're going to the club. Your face is push up. What are you actually here for? Why is your face push up? Why do you have all this attitude? Why is your vibe like that? Do you think it's attractive? Like, I've come here, I'm smiling at you, I'm saying, hi, you're right, I got my baby with me, and your face is like this. Yeah, like, have a good day. Like, no, I'm sorry. And this is what I'm saying, because not one of them smiled, not one of them was welcoming. They all had an attitude. And it's most places I go, and I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but When there's a black cashier, their face is push up. Or a black girl, rude. Or if I want that, one time I went in directions, I went to a group of black girls. I can't remember where was I? I think I was in Camberwell. I went to a group of black girls, yeah. Because I'm thinking like my peoples, I'm going to ask them instead. No, they looked at me like, the fuck is this girl think she is coming up talking to us? They were not welcoming. So this is why I do not like girls. This is why I say like, I'm not being funny. It's not just black girls. There is white girls that do this too. But I'm just saying majority of the time, it's the white girls that I can talk to and are really welcoming and nice. And it's the black girls that it's like you've got to go through a fucking audition, explain why you want to be here and what designer stuff you have in your house before you can get in just to get a bloody direction or hello.
I'ma hurt some feelings with this one. But we have the black community to blame for racism still existing. Even though we didn't create racism, we are the reason why we're still oppressed. The black community is very picky choosy. As soon as white people do something racist towards black people, we are quick to speak up about it. But when black people are doing harm to their own community, it's silent. Just in case you've been living under a rock. The black community is colorist, texturist, futurist, transphobic, homophobic, misogynistic. I mean, we accept pedophiles in our homes. Yet we've normalized all those issues in our own community. And then we're delusional enough to think we're able to fight racism while our community is so divided. I hate to be the one to say it, but y'all need to hear it. The black community needs to start taking accountability. You guys are way too silent about the issues in our own community. Very quick to ignore it and sometimes perpetuate it.
Nothing scares me more than the way black women think. The way that we process things, the way that we handle things, the way that we interpret things really scares me because it just shows me how much work we have to do. The way that we decide to handle situations, the way that we deflect, the way that we point the fingers, the way that we just refuse to want to do better, that scares me. Because it makes me look at my society, look at society and look at my community and say, this is the problem. Our fight to fight against positivity, the fight to stay in a negative place, the fight to just stay content and keep pointing fingers and keep being a victim instead of trying to overcome our situations, instead of trying to overcome the pain, the hurt, the struggle. It scares me. I spend time on this app all the time trying to educate and inform and get black women to have a different way of thinking. But no, they fight hard to keep nonsense going, to not want to change a community, to not want to change themselves. And that scares me. It scares me because it makes me worry about my daughter, the generations after me, the generations to come, just based on how we think about things. Our unwillingness to grow is holding us back. That's our biggest problem. Being unwilling to grow, being unwilling to do things different is your biggest downfall. And the scary thing about it, I've realized over these past few months that we are our biggest enemy. Black women, you are your biggest enemy.